Here we're asked to write an equation for each graph below. So it looks like these are going to be sine or cosine graphs. I'm going to choose, honestly, the one that works best for me. And I like to choose ones that don't shift left or right, because then I have to do a lot of adding and subtracting of, fractions or pies and all that, and I don't really want to do it. So in this one here, because I see that it starts at the maximum at 0 here, I'm going to call this a cosine graph here for the first one. So cosine of some stuff, and it's not going to shift, which is nice. It's also a positive cosine graph because I'm starting at the top here. The next thing I want to look at here is where would be the midline. Looks like the midline here is going to be at -1. So that means on the outside I got -1. Then the amplitude looks like it is 2 because from the midline it goes up 2 and down 2. So that's going to be my A value here in the front. And the last thing is I got to figure out what's the B value from the period. So looks like it starts to repeat after, from 0 to 4 pi. So 2 pi over B is equal to the period, which is 4 pi, which, just is 2 pi over 4 pi equals B. The pi's cancel. 2 over 4 is equal to 1/2. So 1/2 times x. There's my equation for the first trig function. Second one here, I'm going to do the same thing. Looks like this one's going to be sine if I start at x equals 0. Looks also like it's going to be negative because we're starting by going down. So I got g of x equals negative something sine. The midline here on this one is at 1. That's what I'm going to put as my k value. My amplitude, again, looks like 2. So I'm going to call this -2 for the a value. And then now we look for the period. Looks like it's going straight from 0 to 2 pi. I actually know that the b value is going to be 1 on this one, but just to show you here, 2 pi over b is equal to the period. Then we solve for b, which gives us just 1. So final trig function here, -2 sine of x plus 1.